I haven't done a live stream in, oh my God, long time. So, welcome again to Chasing the Image. It's Rob Parisian here. Um, I'm almost at 1,000 subscribers, so I didn't think I could do a mobile stream, but I can, I guess. Something you learn new every day. Next time I'll do a live stream where I normally shoot my photography and where a lot of my other videos on this channel exist. But today's just a quick little update video on Typhoon Odette. As everyone is probably aware, the Typhoon Odette hit Cebu City in the Visayas and the Tri-Cities and even Siargao, the famous surfing place in the Philippines. December 16th, I guess. So we're well after the storm right now. And I can just tell you an update of where we stand today. And it's December 30th, just before New Year's Eve coming up. I see a tremendous improvement over the last number of days, actually, really. The last time I looked, there was only maybe 8 or 9% of the city had power. We've been lucky. We got power 3 days after the storm, which is incredibly lucky, and I'm much appreciated for that luxury. We were sleeping outside in the garage because it was so hot, and there was no water, no internet, no power, nothing. But luckily, like I said, we got our power back. But anyways, back then, say about a week ago, there was just massive lineups to like a couple little coffee shops that were open. If you look at some of my short videos, I have a lot of them, but look at the most recent ones in my shorts playlist. You'll see like 15-second videos of little things to do with the typhoon, also the aftermath, etc., etc. You might find it interesting. Take a look, see what you guys think. But yeah, in the early days, it was very much chaos. Couldn't get anywhere. There was no jeepneys running. Taxis wouldn't pick you up if you saw one. Couldn't get anywhere. You'd be lucky to jump on a motorcycle and get a ride that way. Only things were open were grocery stores, but the cabinets were getting lost with. See if anybody's on here. Okay. Sorry, just checking the messages here. Yeah, there was very little stuff. Water was the big thing that no one had here in Cebu. But that was the early days. So we had an internet cafe with literally thousands of people trying to plug in their phones and charge them because nobody had power. And that was the only relief we had. And you would have to stand in line just to get access to a seat or lie on the floor of the coffee shop in order to try and reach family at home and that. As far as other things, you guys must have heard probably, but to get gas, because gas was running out, diesel was running out. It was like 8 hours in a lineup just to get like one little gallon full of gas. Anybody that needed to use ATMs, we saw horrendous lineups, like all the way up until like a couple days ago, actually. There were lineups for about, I've seen as many as I didn't count, but probably 200 people in ATM lineups. None of the Western Unions or remittance centers were online, so anybody that was trying to send relief money to their families couldn't get any. The city completely ran out of water, and I'm just talking about the city, like Mandawi, Cebu City, and Lapu-Lapu. I'm not talking about the outlying areas, which were hit even more than the city, which is hard to believe, but not necessarily hard to believe, but it's more like it's more tragic over there. I mean, people lost their houses, people don't have any food, they're trapped, all that stuff. I know there's a lot of YouTubers that I follow that have done videos on it. I particularly like Commander Da'at. He's the best. I met him here just recently, and he was distraught about what he saw in Cebu when he was here. He's been trying to help. Finn Snow, I don't know him, but he's been doing some active videos of bringing relief into those areas. And another YouTuber called Tim K that I follow a lot, and his wife Chrissy, they've been doing a lot of aid. They live in southern Leyte, which got hit really strong. So I mean, you guys that are watching this may know of those people or not, but if you don't know them, I would suggest looking them up because they're very good at what they do and very good at vlogging and very. Like I say, I haven't met them except Commander Dot is a good friend of mine. But the other guys seem like good guys too, and they're really trying to make an effort to make a difference for Cebu and the outlining areas, and Siargao and that whole area of the Visayas. But yeah, I mean, to look on an upside, they're doing clearing days here in Cebu now. What clearing days is, I think best way to describe it is like it's kind of like COVID. Like picture like a bad spread of COVID, and you're not allowed to go outside or you're not allowed to do anything except essentials like go to the grocery store or the drugstore. Clearing days are the same thing. Their intent was to have 2 days, today and I think January 2nd, where they're going to limit vehicles on all the roads in Cebu. This is so that they can take the trucks and pick up all the damaged glass and metal and signs and roofs and you name it. There's so much of it across the entire city. It is absolutely mind-blowing. So that's what's going on today and January 2nd. But what I'd noticed going out over the last 2 days, and that's what I was going to tell you guys about, is that the lineups for the bank machines seem smaller. The gas station seems smaller. The grocery store seems more stocked. The malls are all open now. I don't know about every single one in Cebu, but a lot of the main ones are open again, and they have power. And all the stores and little food kiosks are all open. Even our closest mall to where I live in Mandawi, called J Center, is open. Immigration is open. So there's light at the end of the tunnel. I mean, there's conflicting stories that I read over the last couple days that they predict that all of Cebu and the Tri-Cities will have their power back by the beginning of January-ish. But there's also rumors that it's going to take until the end of January to get all the power back. So my guess is as good as you guys. I don't know how long it's really going to take to get power back to Cebu and all of the Tri-Cities. Let's hope it's quick. But that's the update there. Yeah, and the water supply seems to be back. I mean, there's water that you can get. I mean, I remember 2 days ago, they were like selling water out of the back of the store, and I did a little short video you can watch as well of me in a shopping cart with a hidden one bottle of water hidden in a cardboard box. That was literally 2 days ago. Now I notice that I go into the stores and there's water everywhere. And our machines that bring in the big gallon jugs of water, they're delivering water to us, I think, today. They're picking up our empty ones now. So water supply is back. That's essential. That was the scariest thing when the water was getting really low, besides power, of course. So there's definitely light at the end of the tunnel. I want to thank everybody that supported me and my wife during this hard time back in Canada and the US and around the world. I know I haven't done much on YouTube as far as live chats, and I'm still building up my subscriber base. And quite frankly, I haven't done a lot of videos on YouTube over the last number of months. But I have been doing a lot of short videos. Like I say, please check them out. Check out some of my other videos from like a year ago in Davao City area. I like doing a lot of stuff that involves the squatter areas. and the poor people, and showing people what it's like for the squatters to live in cities like Davao mostly. And I'm going to try and do as much as I can in Cebu while I'm here. And you can see the true hearts of the Filipinos. We all know that Filipinos are super nice people in general, but the people that live in the squatter areas that literally have nothing, and probably decimated here in Cebu. I haven't even gone into the area, but I can't bring myself to look at it right now. I'm sure they've gone through tremendous hardship. But they still have that spirit that the Filipinos have, that many cultures around the world that I've experienced haven't had. And me being Canadian, I mean, it's the same thing. I don't think we have the resilience that the Filipinos do. So my hat goes off, or my opal head goes off to the Filipinos and their ability to adapt to incredible crisis situations like Typhoon Odette. I personally have been through 3 typhoons in my life, 2 in Macau and now 1 in the Philippines. The 2 in Macau were T10s, the strongest ones in 60 years. It was about 3 years ago. But I tell you, this typhoon, Typhoon Odette in the Philippines, the aftermath and the actual typhoon itself is the worst I have ever encountered in any disaster in any place in the world of my entire life. So with that being said, you guys, I'm going to leave you with this first live in a long time. Please like if you can, and please subscribe if you can. I would really appreciate it. I'm trying to get my subscribers at least up to 1,000 so I can go into the squatter areas and do live videos and show you the hearts of the people down there and show you what it's really like here in Cebu while I'm here. And eventually I'll be back in Davao again doing my YouTube out of Davao. So thank you again, everybody that has subscribed, and all you new ones that are looking at this video for the first time. I really appreciate it, and look forward to some longer vlogs coming out in the near future. And definitely look for a lot of short videos, like 15-second, 20-second, 30-second. I'm doing a lot of those right now. So cheers, everybody. Have yourself a great time wherever you are in the world, and salute the Philippines and help the Philippines, and donate to your local organizations that are going to bring relief into the Philippines. Much appreciated. This has been Rob Parisian, Chasing the Image. All the best. Thank you very much. Now, if I only figure out how to shut off this live video, that would be good, right?